Hi friends, good morning. If you haven't already seen our video about folding shapes into halves, I want you to click out of this video and go watch that video first because you need to watch that one first to understand what we're doing in math today, okay? But if you have watched our video about halves, you can give the screen a big thumbs up and we're ready to move on. So if you have a piece of paper at your house, you can go ahead and pause this video and go get that piece of paper because I have an activity that I want us to do together, okay? So go ahead and pause the video and get your piece of paper. Okay, do you have your paper? I have mine. I have a pink piece of paper that looks like this, okay? What shape is this paper? It's a rectangle. Good job, because I have how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What kind of corners? Square corners. Good. I can make a square out of a corner here. Okay? But what we're going to do today with our piece of paper, I want you to fold your paper into halves. So go ahead and fold your paper in half. I'm going to fold mine hamburger style. So I'm going to line up my edges to look like this. And when I open it up, I have this half and this half. So when I fold a paper or when I change a shape into halves, how many different parts do I have? 2 parts. And there's something special about the parts. They're 2 equal parts. They're the same size. Okay? So if I'm folding something into half, then I have 2 equal parts. And we learned in our last video that we can show half this way. We could also show half by folding it a different way, or even by going diagonally in a rectangle. We also learned about how to fold different shapes into halves and how to make 2 equal parts of our shapes. Today we're going to talk about fourths. Is there a number that you hear in there? In fourths? I hear the number 4. So I think that we're going to learn about how to show 4 equal parts of a shape. And so we're going to do this with our rectangle first, okay? So if I have fourths, well, this is just 2. But if I have it folded in half, and I fold it one more time, and line up those edges, let's open it up and see what we have. Are you doing this with your paper too? Good. So when we open it up, how many different parts do I have now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Or if I'm sharing this with someone, 4 equal shares. Okay? So this part is 1/4 of my whole shape. You want to see how we would write 1/4? Okay, I don't know if you're ready. That's how we would write 1/4. I know, it's 3rd grade stuff. You can handle it though. So this is 1/4. That's 1/4. That's 1/4, and that's 1/4. So people also call fourths quarters. So we could call this 1/4 of my shape, or we could call it 1/4 of my shape. And something to help you remember why we would call it quarters, well, I have some quarters right here. Let's count to see what 4 quarters are worth. So we know that 1/4 is worth 25 cents, okay? So if we count 25, 50, 75, 100. What does 100 cents equal? $1. Oh, so we call it quarters, and we can help us remember that because 4 quarters equals $1, just like 4 quarters of the shape equals 1 whole shape. So that will help me remember that quarters means the same thing as fourths when I'm talking about shapes, when I'm talking about folding or sharing something, okay? There are other ways to show fourths of a rectangle. So this time, let me fold it hot dog style in half. And if you have another piece of paper, you can do this along with me. Okay. So if I just fold it once, I open it up and I have folded my shape into half. Good. 2 equal parts. Okay, this is 1/2. This is 1/2. And when I put the halves together, it's 1 whole shape. Okay, so if I fold it hot dog style, I'm going to fold it hot dog style again. Let's open it up. Okay. Oh, these fourths look a little different, but is it 4 parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they equal in size? Yes. So this is another way to show fourths or quarters of a rectangle. Ready to try it again with a rectangle? All right, here we go. We can fold it hamburger style. Okay. And then we fold it hot dog style. Okay. So if we want to show fourths, how many parts do we need to have? 4 parts. And what needs to be special about those parts? They need to be the same size. Good. Okay, let's check it out. How many parts do I have? 4. Are they the same size? Yes. So I've just folded this rectangle into fourths or quarters. Good job. So let's see how we can turn a square into quarters or fourths. So how is a square the same as a rectangle? It has 4 sides and 4 square corners. What makes a square special? All the sides are the same length. Good job. So let's see how we can show fourths of this square. Well, I could draw a line down the middle right here. Is that fourths yet? No, that's half. What if I draw a line through the middle that way? How many parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they all the same size? Yep, that's one way I can show fourths or quarters of a square. Let's try this way. Okay. Do I have quarters yet? No, I have half. I have 2 equal parts. 4 parts? Are they equal? Good job. Okay. Okay, let's count to see how many parts we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Are they equal? Yes, that's in fourths. Okay, let's try it again. All right, let's count our parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And they need to be equal to be fourths. Okay, there's one more shape we're going to talk about today. We have a circle. Good job. So we learned last week that you can fold a circle in half a lot of different ways Because if you measure it this way or this way or this way or this way, it's all the same. So it's really easy to fold a circle in half lots of different ways. Let's see how we can fold a circle into fourths. Are you ready? I fold it in half. I open it up. How many parts? 1, 2. That's in half. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to fold it one more time. All right, let's open it up to see what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Are they all the same size? They are. What if I folded it in half this way and then tried to fold it again this way? Let's see if that gives us folds. And I'm going to draw a line with my marker to help you see where these lines are. All right, let's see if this will show us fourths. Okay, how many parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. But to be fourths or quarters, they have to be equal. Are all of these parts equal? I'm looking at these 2 parts on the side. They look a lot smaller than these 2 parts, don't you think? So even though folding a circle this way gives us 4 parts, it's not fourths because they are not equal. So it has to be equal parts. They have to be the same size. Okay? So there's an activity on Seesaw for you to practice with halves and quarters or fourths. Okay, so go ahead and check out that activity on Seesaw to show me what you know about putting these shapes into equal parts or equal shares. Okay, so we can put it in half, we can change shapes to half, or we can put shapes to fourths or quarters. Great job, friends. Show me what you know on Seesaw.